to the Sad Dads Club podcast. Here's everybody's favorite sad dads, Jim and Foo.
He went on like a... Maybe... I feel like some of my notifications, like...
He went dark?
I don't think he went dark. Well, I mean, maybe he did. Like, the last couple sets of stuff, he was working on, like, a truck.
Yeah.
Like the NASCAR truck. And I kind of went...
I'm the same way.
I think that's kind of just where I'm like, well, I think I watched a chunk of one, and I went, it's not really holding my interest, and then I can't recall. In those, I think he was talking about trying to set it up for some sort of event, and some other car for like a burnout event.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so there's other content coming here for whatever car that he's building for a burnout thing. But I just kind of got, no, and I don't think I saw, or his notifications were getting lost in the swamp of my notifications, and
Yeah.
I went, is it like, have I been missing his stuff? And I kind of just went skimming through some things and ended up like parking on an 84 Camaro, like a barn, a T-Tops Z28 Camaro.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, did he just do? And it was for like from last year or something.
Yeah.
But it was like peak what I like to see from him. Like going somewhere and going through some of like the mechanic work throughs of those 80s, 70s shit. Like
the will it drive? I bought this thing and will it drive home?
Right, and I got 600 miles to go.
That is the content that he makes that I really enjoy.
Yeah,
and for those not in the know, we're talking about Vice Grip Garage on YouTube. That's the content I enjoyed. Now, I did the same. That is hilarious because I did the same exact thing. Like, oh, I haven't seen anything from Derek. Like, what's up with him?
Yeah.
And then I go to his channel and I just click on videos and I look at the list of videos and I go, seeing it. Not really that interested. But he did just have a video that he posted within a couple of days that just popped up. And I think it was like an 83 white Chevy work truck.
Okay, I think yeah.
And that's another one of those will it drive home videos.
I think I started that, but I didn't finish it. And then I got busy with something, and I went back to like see if something had posted, and then watched the Camaro one in its entirety.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, the work truck that had like toolbox stuff on it and a compressor inside the engine.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I got halfway through it.
What I want to see is more content on that thing because I've never seen a truck with a compressor built into the engine bay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that existed.
I'm
and there was a big pressure tank on the roof.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, what? It's belt driven?
Yeah, all you do is just throw an extra belt in there and fucking run a compressor pump.
I didn't know it was a thing. So I want to see him like revamp that or make it work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Because that's interesting and something I've never seen before.
Like somewhere, like the Hemi half.
Yeah.
That's like just about on the fringe of like being inside a bay and working on something that I'm like, I'm okay with. But most of it is
if you're like making motor mounts out of angle iron and shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I kind of get it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not going to ever probably be in my wheelhouse. Right. It's interesting kind of to see somebody else do it, but I feel like once you've seen one guy put a Hemi in a Chevy, you've seen a dozen guys put a Hemi in a Chevy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I struggle with those, but if they're interesting enough, if he can hold my interest on it, I'll watch. And he's funny enough to carry it. Usually.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I just feel like I get more learned takeaways from a guy just trying to fix something and throwing shit at a wall.
Yeah.
And then like regurgitating decades of knowledge on mechanicking.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Like, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, you can run this with the fucking Marvel's Miss Reel. What's in it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a mystery.
Well,
That's why it's a mystery.
What's funny is I only found his channel because he did a video on driving home like a Model A or something.
Mm-hmm.
That was how I first ran across it. And I'm like, who's this goofy dude? And he's like talking like he's an idiot. Like he literally comes across like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I bought this Model A and I need to drive it home. And I'm like,
yeah.
Whoa. What? You bought a fucking Model A and you don't know anything about it. And you're going to try and make it run. And then you're going to drive it 400 miles home. What? And that's what captured me about his channel was he portends to not know anything. Obviously he knows a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Getting into that video, you realize how much more he knew than he was leading on. But he came across initially like the dumb guy that just was like, oh, I thought it would be a cool buy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to make it run. I'm thinking, dude, you have no chance. If you've never had one or don't know anything about it, you're hosed. But he had enough knowledge to like get him all the way home. And it was like blowing coolant out all the time. And he had to stop numerous times and fix this, like crank or like thing that this wouldn't seal. And he was like fixing it. He would like stop on the side of the highway all the time and fix it. I'm like, how did he know what to do there? He knew. I think he just knew people that you need to look out for this and this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he just knew enough.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what captured me. But he does have a formula to his videos. When he does those barn find things, it's like there's a formula to like how he gets them running. And it's, if you know enough about carburetors and things, those old cars, if they're not completely seized up, you'll get them working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
And he stares away from the like if it's electronic in almost any way, shape, or form, he will steer away from them. If it's got a carburetor, you know, he's all over that. He's all about it.
Yeah.
But if it's electronic whiz bang things that he doesn't know how to control, then I won't buy that.
Yeah.
And I think that's interesting.
An ECU on the most basic of levels is anything that most of the stuff he works on is using. Unless he's doing one of those fancy fucking engine swaps or something where he's got the Holley EFIs or whatever.
Right.
But
the barn find stuff.
the revival, the barn finds are generally always carbureted.
Yes. Yeah, and it's timing timing gun or timing, adjust the timing, adjust the carb.
Yeah, turning the distributor like
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. And he it's very cool. And you see the knowledge come out of him when he's like, oh, when it's doing this, I just need to go a little bit. And then he does it. He goes, perfect.
Right.
And he knows. He's been there enough times. What has he done his whole life? Has he been a mechanic in his life?
I think so, because he's like, when he was talking about the Camaro one.
Yeah.
It was cool because it was like one of those nostalgia things, because he had one when he was a teenager. So I think he like said it was like one of the first cars that he had painted, or it was like one of his first cars that he had done a whole bunch of stuff to. So you had gathered since at least teenage.
Since high school?
Yeah, going into being a teenager, he was in, around, and doing shit to cars.
Yeah.
I think that's...
even motorcycles, too. Him and his brother.
That's, he's roughly our age. Maybe a little bit younger.
Yeah.
But he's still... Like, the stuff that he works on, like the Camaro thing, was like, man, I did always want one of those. Like that, those were cool. That like next, the 90s Camaro ones that had like the curvy nose that was like a point. It was not my thing.
But also
those 80s Z20 flat, boxy Z28s, I think Mike's son almost had one for a while. And
I think those
like,
are cool.
I was like, ooh. There's a simple...
Smokey and the Bandit, man.
Yes. Well, that's Trans Am, but same.
Oh, true. Yeah,
it's same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Like the Firebirds, the Trans Ams, that era of Camaro. Yeah.
And older.
Right. Carburetors.
You know, yeah.
Carburetors.
And if it's carbureted, he's all over it. You know? And he doesn't give a shit about the condition of the car. The thing that cracked me up the most was this old like Cadillac that he bought. And he has the trunk open and he goes, "Oh, let me get my rust checker." And next the leg swings over into the trunk and he starts hammering his foot down in the rust checker. Yeah, rust checker. He's just smacking his foot down in the bottom of the trunk. And rust checker says it's all right.
It's good
because his foot didn't go through the bottom. But that's the kind he doesn't give a shit how rusty it is. Or you know, like there's the pickup truck that he bought for his wife. I forget what I forget what he calls it. They have a name for it, right?
They had a name.
But they got rid of it, and then he went and bought it back and then drove it home and surprised his wife for Christmas or something with it.
Yes.
That thing's got license plates
covering holes in the footwells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the I think they're even on the outside. Isn't there one like right at the back of the front fender?
Yeah.
And that shit just cracks me up because he doesn't give any shits about the condition of the sheet metal, you know, and if it's patinaed, better. That's, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not clear coating it. This is just the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
He's not restoring cars to make them pristine. He just wants them to like work on them. That seems to be the motivating thing, just to work on them and drive them around into town.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He just wants to take them into town and go get dinner with his wife. That's it.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
I don't have enough space. I love that concept. Like
what's he call his space out there? Rusty Acres.
Yes, Rusty Acres. Like I don't think I can, like I'm sure at some point he's cleaning some of these because a lot of the rivals there's mouse shit, rat shit,
right,
or dead carcasses, and they're absolutely atrocious to be in.
Oh yeah.
But the amount, I have no idea what he paid for the Camaro. But so who knows? But
I hope it's low monies.
Yeah, for 2 or 3 days of elbow grease, I think he probably had. He got used tires that were in shit quality
right,
to put on the flat wheels that were with it. So he's not. I mean, he was probably into it for. We'll say under 5 for the Camaro, and I don't think he spent $500 in the fluids, used tires, and like Harbor Freight toolkit, jack stands that he bought when he was there because that's problematic to take on an airplane.
Right.
So he buys like a set of shit and a rental, and the rental and a Motel 6 kind of thing.
Yeah. So
for potentially under $6,000, he drove this thing that had been parked for
20 years, probably, or 15 years.
Right. Home. And now he's got a fucking daily.
Yeah.
And he can put whatever effort he wants into it if he cleans it.
Yeah.
I mean, man, that's cool.
And his whole motivation is just to have it so that he can tinker on it and drive it.
Right.
And I think that's something that, because he doesn't care about what it looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There are some cars where he cleans them up and they redo upholstery, but that's definitely not the normal thing for him.
And I think he flipped some of them.
Yeah, he might.
Because he
probably to get the channel money.
Yeah, he'll say that every once in a while. Like, leave your comments down below whether or not we should flip this one or fully bring it back up to spec, kind of thing.
Yeah,
and that may very well be like coming into watching his channel, that may be like the side hustle. Like he picks up cars,
Gets them running.
gets them back from a non-running state to a running state. Yeah, it works. Here's this. I've checked this.
Hey,
here's the docs on the channel.
this thing runs.
It runs.
Now it's worth 3 times more than I paid for it.
Right. I paid this. I got it. It runs. It's ready to go. I need 8.
Yeah, the classic to me is stuff like today when I was watching that truck one. He says something like, "This is the part where I would check the brakes and the brake fluid and blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to top it off and pretend we didn't see any of that." And it's like, holy shit, he's just literally going to drive this thing. Like, it didn't have any, he's like, it's got a leak because the fluid's all gone, which is true. If the fluid's gone, it leaked. And he just tops it off and pumps the brake a couple times. It's fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
That stuff cracks me up, man. Totally cracks me up. So, we had a big release last week. Did you hear about it?
I did. Maybe. I mean, personally, I did not.
Yeah. Does anyone here play it?
Xander.
Oh, that's right. Does he have it now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did he pre-order it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, he gave me, let's see. So he had money, like Christmas money.
Yeah.
Let's see. So it was released Thursday, 9:00.
Yes.
So Tuesday, might have been Monday. That Monday, he handed me $70 Christmas money.
Yeah, yeah.
And said I need this laundered into Nintendo eShop funds.
And you're like, what am I supposed to do with this?
What do I do with cash? Like
paper money?
The papers. So I'm like, okay, all right. And so on my
where's the tax, motherfucker?
Yeah, I should have dad taxed his ass. On Monday night's walk to the store, I bought 2 $35 Nintendo gift cards.
Yeah. Here you go. Oh, there you laundered it right in.
So now I've got a 50 that I can't use anywhere because no one takes large, and I'm just.
You just got to go to the bank with it.
So I walked home and I handed him the 2 gift cards, and he's like, "Cool." And then, like, as I'm closing his door, I hear, "Sweet," and I'm like, "Okay, here."
That's great.
He bought it, I think, Tuesday, so pre-ordered it Tuesday.
Yeah. And
did whatever he was doing on the Thursday night jokes when I was sending stuff like, "Hey, it's 9 p.m. Like, get your downloads pre-orders in." I was sending him the same jokes to the side, and he's like, I already downloaded it. What do you mean?
That was the weirdest shit. Like, okay, so we're talking about Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, yeah. And I pre-ordered it too. And I was surprised when I pre-ordered it because it downloaded. And I think I pre-ordered it like week or so ahead of time, or maybe a little longer. And so I was waiting for it. And then every once in a while I just go in and hit it and be like, maybe they'll do it early. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it would be like, you can't play this game. Go check the eShop. And I'm like, fuck. And then you're saying shit about 9:00, and I thought it would be because it was supposed to be the
midnight.
18th or whatever.
Yeah.
No, the 12th.
Right.
And I figured it would be midnight. And how did you know it was going to be 9? Because is it just a North America in general?
I just presumed because Destiny Bungie releases do the same thing. Like if it's a midnight thing, they're setting that clock on
to New York
on Eastern.
Yeah.
Like Mandalorian, like all of the Disney shows that are released on Wednesdays actually release at
sense.
Tuesday at 9 because they release Wednesday at midnight on wherever they go.
That makes sense for
so
TV
I
shows.
had a historical
point of reference.
Right. So I'm like, and then I went just to double check, I think somewhere mid-afternoon, because I didn't want to make a joke and then everyone
And
who
be like, motherfucker.
right, everyone who's actually going to play the game be like, "Fuck you, dude. That's rude. It's
Yeah.
not. It's midnight every time zone."
Now I thought you were just messing with me at first, and I'm like, wait, maybe he knows
I was like
something.
looking out for my guy. I'm like, I want you to get a head start because if you were gonna wait till midnight,
Well, it's just bizarre to me because the entire game, it's like over 6 gig. The entire game downloaded. So when at
okay.
9 o'clock or 9:05 or when I first tried it, the game would be like, can't play this, and then all of a sudden it'd be like, the dialogue started changing, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I just kept trying it, and all of a sudden, boom, it started loading, and it didn't have to download anything else.
Yeah,
It
makes sense.
just played, and I thought, oh, that's really so. They've had the release. I've had the release
Yeah.
on here for
If you could have figured out how to unset the flag that said "Don't play,"
right.
you could have fucking played.
Yeah, fascinating game. I mean, we've talked about Zelda before. I think Breath of the Wild still, in my opinion, a brilliant game and deep as shit. And I know it's funny because our friend Ted, hashtag Hey Ted, just got into playing Zelda, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him, how's it going in Zelda? And he's like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. And I'm like, motherfucker, you have no idea what you've gotten yourself into. This game is deep, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm quickly learning that Tears of the Kingdom is also. Yes.
I have not seen a bad review yet.
Yeah.
And most of the stuff I'm also seeing is Game of the Year.
Oh, really?
It'll probably win
Again, huh?
Yeah, Game of the Year.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's man, it's an impressive thing. And what I think is fascinating, and I don't know if this is true, but it feels like, oh, you've been playing Breath of the Wild, and this was your level there, sort of. You don't really have levels, but this is your ability. Well, it feels like they're taking some of that data over to Tears of the Kingdom and being like, all right, you're starting at this level.
Xander said that his horses carried over.
Oh, really?
Really? I asked him if the motorcycle did, and he said no, it wasn't technically a horse. But he said his horses carried over.
I don't think my horses carried over. That's fascinating.
I don't remember if anything else did, but he did say his horses imported from his previous game because he mentioned it. He's like,
that's interesting.
it did take some of the stuff from my Breath of the Wild save, and that was cool. I'm like, oh, all right.
Huh. That's really fascinating. Did he have to actively go do it, or did it just happen?
He didn't mention.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, fascinating game. Like, blows my mind how large it is. Haven't gotten through. I haven't even revealed the whole map yet. I don't even think at this point that you can. There are things that keep you from doing it within the game.
Mm-hmm.
There are actual blockers in some cases that keep you from getting to some of the towers to fill out your map.
Right.
Which kind of blew my mind because in the original Zelda, like, you would just go to the tower. If you can get to the tower and get to the top, you could activate it and get the map going.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, they actually have things that are happening that affect the tower, and in a couple of cases, you can't get the tower open because it's been damaged, and I don't know, at some point you got to come back.
Oh, okay.
To get your map filled in.
Okay.
So even though you've been in the area, you don't have the full map yet. So it just kind of blows my mind.
It's been interesting because I didn't play it.
Yeah.
And Venus was like, "Why aren't you playing it?" I mean, I don't know. I was never a Zelda guy. I didn't play. The only ones I did play were on the old console.
Yeah.
Like the old, like the
scrolly. Yeah. Yeah.
blowing the cartridge one.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's
and even
world's different.
Yeah,
but.
and even then, I just wasn't. It wasn't my thing, and because I couldn't afford consoles like that, I skipped. And so it was just never one of those things. Final Fantasy, yes, I enjoyed that one, but even then, once I wasn't playing it on a console I owned. it kind of just went away. I started playing PC stuff, Ultima Online, Dark Age of Camelot, like PC-based online games. And then it wasn't until later, like I kind of just missed the boat. And then it was like, well, I never had a Nintendo console. It was either an Xbox or a PlayStation.
Yeah.
So those continued to, even when I could afford a console and had one, I wasn't buying.
You were going for the high power.
Right. I wasn't buying
Yeah.
a Nintendo just to have one to play the Zelda game. So it was like, I missed the boat. Don't really care.
Yeah.
The Switches came along, young kids came along. That was more their affinity. Xander played it, loves it, and then kind of everybody else plays it, loves it. I don't know anyone that has not liked either of the games so far.
Yeah.
So, but as a gamer, like I still get tons of news and stuff about it, and it's been like, oh, I hold my tongue, like the jokes and shit going right up to it. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
and then I started seeing some stuff. I'm like, ooh, because of the way that game is, with the crafting and some of the new stuff and the combats and how the towers or spires release, there's a discovery thing that goes on there that if I don't say anything because not only you, but I want to hear that story from Xander.
Yeah.
Like, and on our walks with Jax the last couple nights, it's like a Tears of the Kingdom debriefing. I think, what's it? Today's Wednesday. Monday night, he got to his first dungeon, but hadn't gotten to the boss at the top or at the end of it, and then did that Tuesday. Yeah, and then told us about it. So and some of the things I've seen, it's like, well, if to talk about like news and common articles that are coming out about it would be to take away when you can't unsee the thing.
Right.
And a lot of them are like workarounds, gotchas, glitches, or stuff like that. And it's like, man. And last night I said it specifically on the walk. I'm like, how are you avoiding spoilers? He's like, I'm not searching for anything on YouTube, so that way it's not in my feed.
What I want, and I was telling my wife, I said, and I specifically talked about Ted. Like, Ted just started playing Breath of the Wild a couple months ago, right? And I told her, like, I'm really far into Breath of the Wild to the point to where all the shit I have left is super fucking hard stuff. You know, stuff that, like, I'm struggling to complete. And I told her, you know, leading up to this new game, I knew it was coming, but at the same time, I was kind of jealous of Ted. Because Ted is in the discovery mode. Yeah. And that's what really drew me into Zelda and I didn't know shit about it before I started playing it either. But that's what really drew me in was like, oh shit, like like finding the things and like not having really any idea about what was in the game or how the game was played and then I just picked it up because people were talking about, oh yeah, I play Zelda. Well, shit, I guess I got to try it, you know? And the thing that really drew me in was the thing that I was jealous that Ted was being able to do. And now Tears of the Kingdom is here.
Gives you and a fresh opportunity.
Yeah, and it's got its own amount of discovery. I found some shit in that game last night that, like, I could not believe was happening, and I didn't understand it. And, like, things are popping up and telling me I'm going to lose a heart if I can let this. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm just literally running through this area to get to a shrine. And all of a sudden shit starts going down on me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it was everything I could do to get out of there without getting killed and permanently losing a heart. Because the hearts are hard to get. You have to earn them.
Yeah.
But this thing can take them away if it fucks you up enough. And I did not know that.
It's so funny because last night during dinner, I'm like, what are we going to talk about? I'm like, well, I'm sure we'll talk about Zelda and stuff. She's like, but you're not playing it. And I went, yeah, but like Jim, like I like seeing this in Jim. Like Jim's so excited to
my
be playing
God.
fucking video games. I'm like, I like this part of Jim because like this is video game Jim, and it's so fun to
Yeah.
like see as a gamer, like a game all kinds of other shit. But like this is like
Oh yeah.
right into your veins.
I am not a gamer.
Hey, it's mommy.
I am not a gamer by any stretch of the imagination, but that game in a different way than anything else that I've ever played has just drawn me in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just some of the stuff they have thought of is so creative and mind kind of bending.
Yeah.
That it keeps it fun and fresh and exciting.
I saw who is it? I think it was Dr. Lupo. He's a streamer. I saw him playing like I think it was like maybe 20 minutes. Like, oh, I'm killing time. And he's playing it. Like he just bounces around from high profile game to profile game, you know.
Yeah.
He's streaming.
Right.
And he's solving some puzzle.
Uh-huh.
Like I like watching, and then you're watching a dude play a video game. Like, yes, but you're seeing
Their
him,
discovery.
Yes,
yeah.
you're seeing the discovery and problem solving, and then the
Yeah.
moment of getting the carrot.
Yeah.
You know, the treasure at the end of the journey kind of thing. Like he's trying some things and then it falls over here and falls over here, and you know, you can see like the hamster is on the wheel and it's moving fast. He's trying to figure out, he's like, okay, but what about this on this? And okay, I don't know, we'll put this on this.
Yeah.
And the thing gets made, and then he gets to the other side of wherever he was going, and he's talking to something, and he gets a treasure, and like the shit-eating grin on his face of a grown-ass man.
Right.
Who's like, wow, man, no, like the challenge,
Yeah.
the mistakes,
Uh-huh.
the adjustment, and then the reward for solving the thing. Like I'm like, fuck, I just went through a whole movie worth of like emotions watching this gentleman solving challenges in a video game. It was so entertaining.
Okay, so here's a thing that was a surprise. Okay. In the first Zelda, you know, you have like encampments in the game of monsters.
The Breath of the Wild.
In Breath of the Wild, yeah.
Okay.
There's like encampments of monsters. Usually it's like a skeleton thing sticking out of the ground, and there's like monsters placed around, and there's monsters inside the skeleton head, and you have to figure out how to take them down, and there's usually a treasure chest. So if you take all the monsters down, you can get inside and get the treasure chest.
Yeah.
You can't even open the treasure chest until you've killed all the monsters for that group. So in the new game, in Tears of the Kingdom, I'm like, oh, well, there's an encampment right there, and it's not very big, and I don't have a lot of hearts or stamina yet, so I'm like, maybe I can pick off a couple of them with arrows or something. And you know, there's like a tent, and a couple of the dudes are standing around, and I start messing with them right from afar with a bow and arrow. And then all of a sudden, a creature that also exists in the previous game comes up out of the ground, and this encampment of the critters that I was fucking with were on top of that monster.
Okay.
So they are stacked now with an encampment of bad monsters, of a bigger monster who throws giant rocks and will fuck you up real bad. They live on his back.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the shit? So not only do we have the original monsters, but now somehow we figured out how to combine them to make them even more bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the struggles.
And that blows my fucking mind. Now, one of the other things that I found that is different from the original, from Breath of the Wild, is in Tears of the Kingdom, they have figured out a way for you to play with a virtual person, like a person that's in the storyline.
Oh, okay.
Which is really interesting, and I've seen this now in 2 different areas of the map, in 2 different towns, whatever you want to call them, where when you're with them and you have a thing to do, that person is with you, and he has an ability that he shares with you that you use him to do something special with.
Okay.
Which is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't in Breath of the Wild either. So it's like, oh, wait, what?
You've got a buddy.
Like, I'll give you an example. The one, you kind of have a buddy. In the one, so you have these like floating sky islands that you have to figure out how to get up to. And so in this one area, I ended up getting up there, but you get partnered with this kid who's like a bird, and his ability is to make wind, right? So he can like flap his wings real hard and make wind in a direction.
Okay.
Link, your character, has a glider that he can pop up.
Okay.
And so you tell him, make wind, and then you point yourself, and then he blows wind behind you, and then that makes a current for you to float on to be able to get across a thing to get to the other side. So he is integral in your ability to get up to the boss.
Okay.
Right? And that is kind of mind-blowing because it's a temporary thing. Like, you don't have it anywhere else on the map. It's just when you're doing this thing with that guy. And that didn't exist in the prior game.
Does he work for cash?
He blows a lot.
Yeah. Hey man, I'll suck your dick if you follow me with them wings over to this other island with lava, because that seems bad.
Yeah.
No.
But there was another, I'm not going to talk about it, but I don't want a lot of spoilers, but there was another dude I ran across that had another special ability that he gives you to help you with a baddie at the moment. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm terrible at video games. So it's like, in 2 different cases, I had to like pull out and do other stuff. I feel like I don't have enough hearts and stamina.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I got to back out. I got to go follow some of the other things on the map and get some more hearts and stamina. And then I'll come back and revisit these later. But man, that game is so deep.
It sounds a lot like, Venus and Piper are grinding real hard on the Harry Potter game.
Okay.
And they're the same thing, like, oh, not enough here yet, so gotta circle back. But now they're like in the Lego phase where they're like knocking out every little thing, like completion percentage stuff. Like, I don't have that yet. Where'd you get that? How did you do that one?
Right.
It's and what did I ask Xander last night? It was, we were at dinner. Yes, we were at dinner. Venus wasn't here. And I said, are any of your friends playing it? Because before this, he was like into Roblox, which was mostly like online stuff with non-local kids. So in seeing him put in the time that he's been putting into Zelda, or Tears of the Kingdom, I said, is anyone at school playing? He's like, yeah, he has a friend that he walks to school with, like halfway, that he meets, and she plays. And I went, so do you guys, when you like get to school, you're like, so I go to the dungeon, and I face the brush, and he kind of like turned red, and he's like, no, it's not like, well, okay, it's a little bit like that. And I went, but you're guys, you have someone that's also playing it that you're talking with, and he's like, yeah. And I said, so. But you're not spoiling it. And he's like, no, because we're both kind of doing...
that's the thing.
Right. And I'm like, oh, man, that's the best part about these types of games. I said, and that's why I've been holding back, like not talking about the things that I've been seeing. Because it's like, I told him, and Piper was sitting there too, because it's Harry Potter adjacent between her and her mom. Like, the gaming journey and discovery in a game like that is built for that when you come together with someone else who's an enthusiast or that passionate about that game, the stories you tell about like, well, did you get to the thing? Oh man, dude, kicked my fucking ass.
Right.
Well, how
or
did you,
no, I haven't seen that yet.
Really? Yeah. Well, how did you get from here to here? Oh yeah, I did that when I built a blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I built a bridge. You did a what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I took a fan
Yeah.
and a rock on my stick, and I used it like Mary Poppins. You're like, what? You could,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everyone's jaw drops. It's like silliness. I'm like, man, those are the good stuff. That's the good stuff.
That building aspect of it is pretty incredible, actually. It felt kind of gimmicky when they were like showing it off, but man,
put a boulder on a spear tip or something.
it's super fucking useful. It like makes your weapons when you don't have many hearts and stuff. It makes your weapons that much stronger and allows you to take out guys that you wouldn't have been able to before.
Is Blood Moon a thing? Does that mean something to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Xander was telling me because he got some random drop that was like it was a spear that had a halberd on top of it.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, and it was ridiculously long.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like the halberd blade on top of a spear tip.
Uh-huh.
It was the two things. So
Combined.
he's like, it looked ridiculous and it was stupidly long. He's like, but I was fighting this one thing, Cyclops or something, because you have to poke it in the eye. And he's like, so I'm standing way the fuck away with this like stick going bing, 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 like poking it. But apparently stuff deteriorates and you can't fix it.
Yes.
But he said, at the Blood Moon reset,
Yeah.
the same monsters drop the weapon that you found on them. Like if it's a unique thing, he's like, so I don't know how often that sequence the Blood Moon happens, but he's like, I'm looking to make sure that when that happens again, I go find that dude and I get the spear halberd thing. Cause he's like, it looked stupid, but utility of like being
you can be far away.
so far away and like,
now, if you have the right bits, you can just make it.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, so that Blood Moon's fascinating because as you play through the game and kill monsters, they stay away, and then the Blood Moon happens, and then they come back.
Okay, so that's what it is.
So that's how they don't just like like you killed them and then you ran off somewhere and then came back and they were there again. It's like you killed them and they're gone. But once the Blood Moon comes,
everybody resets on the
they
map.
all come
the spawn.
Yeah,
how often does that happen?
I don't know what the actual like if you were to play from one Blood Moon to another Blood Moon. I don't know what that time frame is, but it's just enough to be super like fucking annoying, right? Because you're like
within
fuck.
one gaming session, or like could you go?
It might be once or twice in a gaming session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not like once a week.
But no, it's fairly constant. But it's you got to be careful because if you're hanging around an area where you just killed some dudes, and then the Blood Moon happens, well, now when you come out of the Blood Moon, they're going to be there. So you got to be careful. So that's why it kind of gives you a warning, like the animation it plays. It's like the Blood Moon rises, and you're like, "Fuck, am I safe right here?" Yeah, exactly. Am I safe? Did I need to run away? Now, luckily, you can skip through the animation and just get right back to gameplay.
No,
but yeah, man, it's fuck that ability to like build things and combine things and oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't played. I'm really surprised. It's kind of different from what you're normally playing, which are kind of first-person shooter stuff. But I'm surprised that you wouldn't play it, or that you haven't played it. Not that you.
It might just be my. I don't know.
Not enough, like, immediate satisfaction?
No, because, like, the way that you guys talk about it and the depth and, like, scope is not all that far from something like Mass Effect for me. And that was, like, in the veins. I loved super huge story, super huge amount of encounters and quests and side things to keep you busy, and but yeah, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just feel like I missed the boat and I just wouldn't get it.
I don't think that's the case, because
maybe there's a smart side of me that's like, don't do it.
I
if
mean,
you do it, you'll be there for fucking hundreds of hours.
That's true. I mean, I had a DS, Nintendo DS, and I played Zelda on the Nintendo DS, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is a totally different experience from previous Zelda games.
Mm-hmm.
The Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they're themed. You could call them anything you want, really. I mean, it's Zelda and Link, right, with the whatever. But it could be any kind of game. It doesn't have to be necessarily Zelda.
It's just an elf.
Yeah.
Open world.
Yeah, and it's exactly as you're talking. Is you're like running around, you talk to people, in addition to all the billion other things you have to do. But you talk to people, and as you're talking to people, all of a sudden it's like a side quest just started, and you're like, fuck, I got another thing on my list of shit to do. I'm like, well, damn it. You know what I mean? I've already got these fucking things to do, It's like your work at home list is never gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, I would recommend it. If you ever got the inclination to try it, you should, for sure. It's worth it. But then it captures you for a long time.
Yeah.
And everyone's game is different. Depending on when you start the game and when you come out and you're in the wild, essentially, because at first you're kind of going through, like, they sort of hide the first part of the game in a sort of training kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really, they don't call it training, but they sort of like put you through a training sort of process. So like, this is sort of how this works, but you're still sort of you're playing the game too. But once you come out of that, you can go 360 degrees. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As long as you can climb or walk or ride a horse or whatever it is on the terrain that you're on, you can go any direction. You can start in any direction. You kind of get directives, but you don't have to do any of that shit, really. I mean, you won't grow as a Link if you don't do some of the stuff, but you can do anything you want. And that's what's wild is Xander's probably, his path is completely different from my path, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, many ways to... Oh, God, sorry about cats, but many ways to skin a cat.
Yeah, sorry, cats.
Yeah.
It's a saying, all right?
It's not me.
Do you think cats have a saying about humans of some kind?
Dumb as a pinky?
I don't know.
They never barf.
So, I don't know. Beating a dead horse, I feel like, but...
Yeah. Mother's Day? You have a good Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Celebrate the moms?
Yeah, we did.
Wait, before we go, does Shan watch you play? Is she interested at all?
She has a little interest, but only because I'm interested, I think.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those. And she'll be like, oh, that's cool, or what. I'll be like, look at this fucking crazy shit. And she's like, oh, wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to play it.
I'm stuck in the attic.
Exactly.
Oh, fool.
Yeah, she doesn't. She still kind of plays Animal Crossing a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
But, if I'm playing Zelda, she's like literally watching TikTok. She just loves TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loves it.
Okay. Makes sense. Well, Mother's Day. How was your Mother's Day?
It was good. I was a mother for a day.
For a whole day?
Yeah. No, we took Shanna to brunch. Had a kind of a terrible experience.
Really?
Yeah, this really took a really long time. We went to what is that? Mario's, the breakfast place in Rockland on Rockland Road. Anyway, can't think of the name of it. The food's really good. We'd been there before, but just man, they had too much happening, I think. Our server was overwhelmed, like rarely came to the table. Food I think we sat there for an hour before we
Oh,
even got food.
no.
Yeah, it was a little frustrating. We were sitting outside, it was warm, everyone was hungry. So there's a little bit of that, but at the same time, prior to going to brunch, we went and looked at this house in Rockland that was $1.2 million.
Oh.
And God, it was a piece of shit.
Really?
No, it was super fucking nice.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wow.
It was like a 4-bedroom house, but every bedroom had its own ensuite.
Oh, okay.
Dude, insane. And it was like 35 or 3,700 square feet or something. It was just fucking massive house.
It was like an open house?
No, it's like a model.
Yeah.
And it's not like a traditional model where like they have a row of models. This was just one model on its own, and you scan the thing and then it lets you in to the door. I've never seen this before. And then you just walk through. But it was pretty nice piece of shit, you know?
Yeah. Fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Where? Rockland Road?
Off of is that Rockland Road? Yeah, Rockland Road, where you get off 80.
Yeah.
And there's the AM/PM right as you come off
Yes.
the freeway. You turn right.
Yes.
Make the first right.
Yes.
And then keep going down that road, and it was either down on the left or down on the right. I don't remember if we made a turn or not. Gorgeous.
What got you there?
Chandler knew about it.
Just random shit.
He knew about it, I think because of Nicole's dad or something.
Oh.
Yeah. But beautiful house. Total piece of shit. It even had a fucking like butler's kitchen. It had the fucking big ass kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And then behind the kitchen, it had another kitchen. Literally.
Where are all these people getting all this money?
Dude, I have no idea. The master bathroom in this house was ginormous, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it had, so you come in and it had like two vanities separated and then a tub in between them.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other side, across from the tub is the shower. And then the walk-in closet was around the back of the shower on both sides. So there was a door on both sides of the shower,
Mm-hmm.
and the walk-in closet was a big U.
Oh.
It was fucking massive.
Wow.
Fucking house was huge.
Did it have a pool?
No, because it's just a model.
Oh.
But they did have a backyard put in with a built-in grill and all this shit just to show it off.
Yeah.
Gorgeous piece of shit.
I hate people.
So also, yeah, this piece of shit, check it out. It had a 4 or 5 segment glass sliding door. There were 2 of these, but one of them was maybe 3 segments. But on the big side, it had, I think it was 4 or 5 big pieces of glass. And you open it on one side and just push the glass all the way to the other side. And then the whole back of the fucking house is open. One giant slider just pulls all the glass to the one side.
Wow.
And then it's just open. And then, yeah. And that was one sliding glass door next to the kitchen. And then the main room had another one of those that opened the other direction. So the whole back of the house could be open.
All I sense is heat loss.
Well, maybe for like 3 days in the springtime, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit.
You're definitely not doing that in the middle of August. You're going to be like running the 6 air conditioners it takes to cool that fucking thing down.
Yeah.
You know?
Your meter's just like...
Yeah. It's smoking.
Yeah. I'm moving faster than a twister spinner.
Yeah. PG&E sends you a message. Don't forget to lube your meter.
Yeah.
Damn.
Grease your gauges.
Grease your meter.
Shit.
But yeah, gorgeous fucking. So we went and looked at the house.
Yeah.
Went to brunch. And then we went home. And then we went to the in-laws and had dinner with them and hung out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just hung out and did kind of nothing but something also.
Yeah.
You know, how about you guys?
We did like par me like Saturday. I need your menu.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We had like spinach prosciutto omelets, and French toast, and then a fruit salad. And then for lunch, I had charcuterie board. And then dinner was ribeyes.
Damn, dude.
And then I'm like, it's like, why buy a gift? Like, there's buckets. Like, I'm good. Good. And then froyo.
Oh, nice.
We went to the good
New
yogurt.
Yo?
Yeah, now they got milkshakes on ice cream.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
At
Wait,
New Yo?
are we talking about the one that's over at Blue Oak Theater?
Uh-huh. Oh, no. Really? Oh, there's a different one. You went to that one?
No. Yeah, it's the one right next to Yummy Pokey.
Oh, I haven't been to that
They
one.
do, because it used to be something, and they only had froyo,
Okay.
and they sold or bought or changed, and now like they still have the same 4 units of froyo, but they have like a small 16 tub case of like ice creams, and
Oh.
then they'll also do milkshakes.
I thought they were making milkshakes with yogurt.
What? That would be terrible.
Maybe.
A gelato style milkshake. So Piper gets milkshakes out of ice cream, and the rest of us get like froyo.
Nice.
And then, it's like her call. So she did
What she wants to do.
whatever she wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'm kind of waiting for one day maybe she'd get bored of me cooking or her staying here.
She's like, God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, there was one year where she went and did something with her mom. Like, I don't know where they went. They might have gone out to like a fancy like brunch. Like, I don't know. Kind of just waiting for one day that she'll just.
I guess she likes it.
I'm going out, and I'll be like, but what will I do on Mother's Day?
So what am I making? Yeah, I'm not going to be here.
I'm like, oh, well,
Well,
but it's my Mother's Day.
I guess we're having ribeye for breakfast.
Shit.
Yeah.
It was good.
I mean, if that's what she wants to do.
Right. As long as,
I mean, I guess the thing would be to tell her, you don't have to do any of this shit. But if you want me to make you breakfast and lunch and dinner,
right.
I'm down with that. And if you're
Yeah.
okay with it, I will do it. But if there was something else that you would like to do, please tell me
Like if you wanna
before
go
I go through all of this.
If we want to go skydiving, I mean,
Oh, God.
we can do that.
Yeah.
Whatever you
Oh,
need.
really? You don't want breakfast? Well, then we are going skydiving.
And I just realized too that
Let me see your pack.
yeah. You want a pancake?
Speaking of pancakes, let's go skydiving.
Let's go skydiving.
Let me see your pack.
I gotta ask Piper if she wants something for her birthday, like meals. I gotta get that one too. Her birthday's next week, so
She wants Salisbury steak.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She might not even know what that is if you've never had it.
Yeah, I'm only in a Hungry Man.
Right.
We were let's see, how do we were at a dinner with Mike and Angie, and I won't say what because he has him and both of them have a good story, but I can get to the topic, and that was the two of them in their travels. They were coming home from a thing, and they had like that moment. I'm going to presume you've had one, and that you can come up with one. That moment that couples have, married couples or people who've just been with each other, like soulmate style thing, for so long that it was like, yeah, you're my person.
Yes.
Like that where everybody in that moment in time is like firing on all cylinders, and you're like, unequivocally, you are my person.
Yeah.
And this is so he was telling the story that they had this moment, and Venus and I were just listening because it was a conversation that was going on. And we're like, well, it had been rattling my mind. Like, how could you not have that conversation? You're like, I know that we've done things before, and we've been like, I'm driving around or something in the RS, like on the way back from the gym, and she'll just go like, "What are you doing? Like, get around this guy." And I'll be like, "Yeah, okay, you're right." So, but I in the moment when Mike's telling us the story, I'm like, "Oh, should I like where? What was it?" And I was kind of drawing a blank. Not to say that there wasn't one,
Right.
but like to come up with a story that was good as theirs, I'm like, man, I don't know.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's okay because we're almost at time, and I'll get you to mine. So we are at, goddamn, I think we were at Venus's dad took us to sushi over there at Mikuni's off of over by Rocky Ridge. That theater that's no longer a theater anymore.
Yeah.
We were in that shopping center having sushi. And I think we were coming back on the way back. And, of late between the kids and we're talking about cars and like things. And Xander seems to have like an affinity towards muscle car looking shapes, even though he's kind of... absent-minded as to what a muscle car is, like the concept. Like he likes the Challenger and Mustangs, but doesn't really have a muscle car grasp. Like that means that has that type of motor, and
that looks aggressive, and
right.
I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like I like the aggressive size and shapes of that thing, but muscle car isn't really a word he would understand applies to that style of vehicle.
Yeah.
So we're driving around and we're driving home, and there is it had to have been one of the newer high trim variants of the Mustang because it had like that flat plain V8 sound burble.
Yeah.
There are big cylinders happening.
Like a GT or something?
Yeah, it had to have been at least a GT.
Okay.
Or like a 5.0 with either an aftermarket or like a GT 500 or a Roush trim something because it sounded above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear it. Venus can hear it. And I can't get into the vulgarity of what she said, but... But both of us are hoping to get at least within one car length of the Mustang to hear it take off at the light, because I'll just slim it down. It makes her hot.
Oh, gosh.
Right?
Okay.
And then there's other descriptors going on, and I'm at the wheel, and I
Please give me a V8.
I look over her and I said, "This is our moment. This right here is our moment." I said, when you need to remember this, because when we tell this moment to Mike and Angie, I'll be like, it's big motored V8, big block cars are the thing that both of us like. Power chord.
Oh, gosh.
And like, it's just one mind. She's like, yeah, pretty much. Like ever since that Mustang, like in high school.
That's funny.
And I'm like, so if, when you get here, Mike and Angie, or when, hashtag Mike and Andrew, or if we end up telling you at some other point, the big motor V8 car, hot exhaust, that's the good stuff. Yeah.
My wife is not into cars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that is frustrating at times.
Yeah.
Because I'll give you an example. Got my car back, and I've been happy to have it. It runs really well.
Yeah.
We were buzzing up. We were going to Auburn. And we were doing already 80 on Highway 80. Going up to Auburn. And I was in the fast lane and car coming up, and I said, "You know what I love about this car?" And my wife goes, "What?" And then I fucking just hammered it home,
Punched it.
and that motherfucker just downshifted and took off. And in nothing flat, we're already doing 95.
Right.
And she, "Oh, that's enough."
Oh.
She did one of those.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man,
God damn it, woman.
come on, man.
Like, I just got into it.
Yeah.
Now you're already...
The turbo was spooled, man. Oh, man. But, so the cars are not the thing that connects us necessarily.
Yeah.
But, we have other stuff. I am drawing a blank.
Yeah,
right now,
it's okay.
Which is just fucking great.
Yeah. I guess we weren't meant to be.
God damn it, it's a divorce now when I get home.
Shit, I'm writing up the papers right now. I couldn't come up with a... Like I said, at the moment with Mike and Angie, fuck, that'll do it. That's your moment. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But then I was like...
Oh, shit, what's mine?
No.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Shit, I don't know. But I love her a lot, and we've been married for a long time. And boobies. And I have a penis.
There's that.
And I have 2 kids, so at least there was 2 good sex things. So,
and luckily she's happy to sleep in the same bed with me.
yeah. Although, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Must be sleeping. I'm like, oh shit. But so it was quite. I'm like, man, yeah, it's been here. The big car. It's weird because we don't have.
You don't have a V8.
We don't have a V8.
I mean, I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a marked difference between my car and my wife's car. Can I just say that?
Yeah.
Well, I was just having a conversation with somebody about you put your foot into the floor and it makes a lot of noise but doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Although it's been doing all right, but the CRVs just doesn't move.
It's not putting
No.
heads into the headrest.
No. No. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah. We're at time, sir.
All righty. I'm not even sure what we're supposed to say now at the end. What are we?
Ass.
Wash your hands.
Wash your ass.
Wait, are we not washing our hands anymore? Because I feel like we should still be washing our
You
hands.
should still wash your hands.
Wash your
Because if you're going to remind people, like, listen, if you're American, you should be washing your hands and your ass. Because...
Yeah, no one likes swamp ass.
I
don't want to smell someone else's swamp ass.
Wear the mask if it makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
How about that one? Stay up to date on your shots.
Yeah.
Check your oil toning.
Oh, that's always a must.
Register to vote.
Yes.
And then...
Make the call if you need to.
do the kindness.
That's it.
And we'll have to redo my list. Yeah.
Thanks for listening,
We'll
everyone.
catch you next week.
Take it easy.
Bye.